welcome to Stitch and Stuff. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Kim. And I'm also Mimi. I have to say that because I just watched somebody's video and they were like, I can't remember the mom's name of Stitch and Stuff, but I know she goes by Mimi. I think it was Claire from StitchedLit said that. So
She is Mimi. That's how we call you. I mean, I call you Mom, but I also call you Mimi. You know,
Mimi.
like Jesse's daddy. I call him Daddy to the girls.
Yeah.
So yes, Mimi.
And my husband is Poppy. Mimi and Poppy.
Mimi and Poppy. And then we have our girls. We just have two of them with us today. But we're glad you're joining us. If you're new here, we're a mother and daughter, obviously, with some granddaughters that are my daughters that join in when they have stuff to show. And one daughter has apparently less interest in doing stuff because it's been a while since you probably saw her. But the other two diligently stitch and knit and do things all the time. So they're here to show stuff today, and they're antsy to show. Are you ready? Can we do that now?
And we're about 2.5 hours apart. That's why we're doing that via Zoom.
Yep.
But sometimes we're together and we get to do it together.
Like maybe we can work out next week doing it together since we'll probably be over there.
We maybe do it first thing in the morning before you leave.
Early, because I think I'm gonna come back on the other side. Look at this cute outfit, by the way. I just have to
That is very cute. Look at you.
Show your cute skirt.
Oh, look at you all fancied up today.
Cute. She picked out this outfit for church today.
Good job.
Yes, I love this shirt. It's from that company, Olive Juice. I found it at the consignment store. So cute.
Very cute. So what did you do for us this week, Rosie?
Well, first you want to show. So we got a little Stitchy Kindness in the mail for the girls and a little candy was included for Jessie. But so the girls each have something to show and say thank you to.
Which means they can't do.
Well, we can just show hers for her since she's not. Okay, what are you getting out? There was a little candy, but I don't think that's what she's showing. Okay, go ahead and hold it up. These little charms that are stitched onto a piece of fabric. We could just stitch it onto something else if we want to.
Cute.
You want to put it back in? And what else? There's like a candy cane in there, and this is from Heather. So thank you, Heather Miller.
Oh, Heather. She's so sweet.
I know. And she sent this whole little package, and each girl got from her this sweet little project bag.
Oh, it's like a little project bag.
A little purse. I mean, it could be a purse, but it's also perfect size for a little project. So
right.
Thank you, Heather. She sent a Canadian candy called Smarties, and it's not the same as what we think of in the U.S. as Smarties, those chalky little sweet candy. Usually says disgusting candies, but I like Smarties. But these are more like an M&M. They were shell-coated chocolate candy, and they were really yummy. Really yummy. But made by Nestle, so they had a different flavor to the chocolate than the M&Ms. More like the, okay. Well, and then you have a project in that bag. So thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
It was a special surprise in the mail yesterday.
That was a really special surprise.
We have a finish. Well, no, not quite a finish, but almost.
Almost. Up. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, look at Mr. Elephant.
It's a girl.
Mrs.
Oh, Mrs. Elephant. Sorry.
Talk about what you decided to do today.
I was gonna do the back stitch.
But you weren't gonna do the back
stitch.
stitch.
I was gonna do some of it, and then Mom said I should do all of it.
You should do it all.
Because it's good practice too. I didn't tell you that part, but also because look how much it makes him stand out.
I know.
Makes her stand out. She really
she's got a shape now.
Looks more rounded.
Doesn't
she? And less kind of square because the back stitching gives her that round shape.
Yeah.
Good job. That's all that you worked on, right?
No, I did the screen part.
Oh yeah. Well, not just the back stitching, but she also finished the butterfly.
Oh, the little butterfly?
But I mean, that's the only project you worked on this week, right?
What
a busy week, putting up our Christmas tree and decorating and putting lights outside around the house. So that was pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm looking to the side, it's because I've got a whole crew out in my front yard right out where I'm looking, doing my Christmas lights. And they're making faces at me.
They're trying to distract you. Once again, Dad obviously really wants to be on this floss.
Actually, it's not so much him, it's your brothers today.
Is it just, was Andrew out there helping too?
Yeah.
They're making faces at you?
They were, yeah.
Oh, so helpful.
At least we're recording after Dad went out and mowed, because he was mowing earlier to get all the last of the leaves up.
There is no mowing happening in this area where we are. In fact, if you could see, I'll have to put a picture. Ooh, funny. Millie's getting.
Well,
We have hoarfrost, which is that really thick frost everywhere.
Yeah.
It's so thick. I've actually never really seen it like this. That it's falling from the trees. It looks like snow, but it's ice crystals, that like frost crystal.
Yeah.
But it looks, even on the ground, looks like it snowed. I've
no,
never
ours.
seen
He was.
hoarfrost do that.
It wasn't really that the grass was too long. It's just that the last of the leaves finally fell out of that big plum tree. And so when he mows, it just sucks up the leaves.
I see.
Rather than raking them or blowing them into piles.
I
He catches them in the bag and then throws them. Yeah. But he was out there for quite a while. It looks pretty good. He also hacked at the hydrangeas and hacked at the pussy willow tree.
Of course, I like those trees down.
Yeah. They're very pruned.
Okay. Millie also has something special to show from Heather. Huh? Oh, and she's already using it for a project bag.
Oh. Did you start something new?
No, it's my plate rabbit.
It's that free
I
garden
finished
sound.
it.
Oh.
Finish the bunny.
Except for the tail.
And
Is this the one she was working on last week?
I think she showed this last week. This is a free pattern. That's why we're showing the design.
Oh.
You can just go online to the link that I'll post.
This was the one for co-op.
This is the one that we were, yes.
She had started another one and we thought she was way off on the fabric.
Are you going to show that today too?
Yeah.
She is. Are you going to still stitch on it?
I don't want to.
What was it? I can't remember what it was.
It's an owl, and she's going to quit. She's going
I
to
don't
quit
want
working
to
on
do
it. She doesn't want to do it because she did it all wrong. She stitched it, like we put it in the first row, and then
this
she
is
thought
my
that was the
bag.
top.
Turned it. Look at how cute that is.
I also have my charm.
You also have your charm in there.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning. More faces. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, thank you, Heather, for thinking of those girls.
So sweet. Do you have another project to show?
Yeah.
Are you just going to show the one you have to rip everything out?
Yeah.
Do you really want to show that?
Well, if you're not going to work on it.
I have a feeling if she rips it out, she might be then interested in restitching it back up. Don't you think? But I told her she needed to rip it out in case one of her sisters wanted that kit instead. Also, it's really good to practice ripping things out.
Yeah, somebody just doesn't want to rip it out.
Ripped it out.
So what happened was we stitched the top row right here, and then the pattern was supposed to go this way, like this is where the owl.
Right.
But she did it, thought that it
Turned
was the
it.
bottom row and stitched it up.
No, I thought
Or
I thought
something,
it
I
was
don't-
upside down.
So anyway, she's too close and won't have enough room on
Yeah.
the fabric. This is what it's supposed to look like.
So cute, though.
No, you should.
Yeah.
Just put it back in.
You either need to rip it out for yourself or rip it out for your sister, because I bet Rosie would love that.
All right, I'm caving and letting this child come on, even though she refuses to work on handicrafts.
I do not.
Have you worked on them this week?
No, I've been coloring on the new coloring book Mimi gave me every night.
That's true.
Instead.
She's coloring.
I know, but
But I told you had time to work on it a little bit.
Coloring?
No, we're not going to show coloring right now. But she does get to share the sweet gift from Heather.
oh, yeah.
And then
I wanted to say thank you.
Oh, how cute is that?
those cute
Can
cactus.
we please?
Cacti.
Can I
Did you put Harry Potter in there?
write on the computer? And
You should.
Right.
What's your? Oh, cute. That's really cute. Well, I want to see some Harry Potter next week.
I want to see that finished. I want to see that finished and framed on your wall because it'd be so cute. You don't have to. It's fine.
You know, the thing is, I understand coloring during reading time at night, but
You have all kinds of time during the day.
yeah,
It's fine.
especially since we're quarantined. Since we're quarantined again, what is she so busy doing?
Reading, probably.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like she's
I know. So
dead. She's just not doing that one thing.
yeah.
And I did not. I
Okay. Is that it?
on our school schedule to work on handicrafts at least one day, and then I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I forgot. So that's a new goal this week.
Next week.
That's all of the girls. Do you want to show your whips since we just?
I have a from the vault.
Yeah, previous finishes. I am super thirsty today. I might have to hop up and grab my water bottle.
So this is this adorable snowman piece. He's in a pretty big frame. Very nicely stitched. And this was stitched by Sarah, and she gave it to me for Christmas one year in 1997. So how old does that make you at that time?
Oh, I have to date myself. I would have been 13 maybe. 97, I was in 7th grade.
So I think it was a leisure arts pattern, maybe, or maybe it was a cross-eyed cricket.
I actually might still have the pattern downstairs in my basement in my craft room, so I should look and see.
I think I think there was a 4th snowman.
There is.
But your fabric wasn't big enough.
I think I decided, and I think I knew I was going to run out of time if I tried to stitch 4 or something. So I stitched this one year. I did it all, I'm sure, in 1 year. And my mom's friend, Aunt Jody, who often watches us, I think is the one who helped me frame it for her.
But I don't know when you would have worked on it, that I would not have seen it. Or maybe I knew you were working on it, but I didn't know you were going to give it to me.
Well, as a child, I thought you were surprised. That doesn't mean
I was surprised.
But I think I was able to keep it a secret. Do you remember we used to go over to our friend Mary when we went to Mary Schatz's?
Yeah.
So I think I probably worked on it for sure every Tuesday. So there was a lady in our church who had a group of us girls over every Tuesday, and she's the one who taught me how to knit. I learned how to knit in one time, and then she taught me again later. And she also always encouraged us to cross stitch, because she cross stitched like those beautiful, I don't know if they were Mirabilia or if they were, those beautiful angels. Do you remember her stitching those?
Oh yeah, they weren't Mirabilias. I don't think they were around it.
They were, I think that was too long ago to be a Mirabilia, but I don't remember what the designer is. These gorgeous like Christmas angels.
Yeah.
And
she was so She crocheted, she knit, and she cross-stitched well into her.
I should show, next week I'll bring down, she stitched me a little sampler, like not a super intricate one. Because she was getting up there in years by the time we got married.
Yeah.
Sure. But she did stitch it still for me. And so she was really influential, I think, so I'm betting I worked on it a lot at her house those Tuesday evenings, and then I must have squeezed in time whenever you weren't around somehow.
Or maybe just in your bedroom. Then I don't know.
And work on it a while. I don't really remember, but I do remember stitching.
Yeah. And you're right. I was really surprised when you gave it to me.
I feel like you were. Yeah. I mean, as a child.
Yeah. No, I feel like I was. Yeah. Okay. What do you have in the vault?
Okay, so I have several things, but one of them is that I said I would show the companion piece to the one I showed last week that you stitched. So it's fun that we're both showing each other stitching this week. That you stitch it for Grandma, and then he gave it back to you, and then you passed it on to me. Yeah. So it's a shepherd's bush, right? And it goes along with the midnight clear one I showed last week.
Why did I give those to you?
I think you maybe just didn't. Do you want them back? I think you just didn't think you have room in your house or something.
Probably.
Christmas stuff. You gave me a bunch of stuff last year when you kind of were cleaning out your.
That's true. That's true.
And you probably didn't know Grandma wasn't going to be here this year, so that kind of stuff. Yeah. If you want it back, I wouldn't.
No. I'm fine. I'm fine.
How cute it is.
It is really cute. Those buttons.
Yeah. I know the buttons are just so cute. So I wanted to show that this week, that shepherd's bush that you stitched, and then I have another shepherd's bush ready to go. So I haven't really talked about this, I don't think, but. I have stitched each of the girls a shepherd's bush stocking, and I finished the third one last year. I did one every year. So last year, Millie got hers, and my finishing is not great. It's not great. And I'm especially kind of not thrilled with my finishing on hers. There's a few things I would like to maybe have done over again, but this was Millie's. So we just pulled it out this week. to, I don't know why I'm not that satisfied. I'm just not a great seamstress. So things like, I don't know. Anyways, I won't point out the
It
flaws.
looks fine.
Yeah, the stitching is what really is I feel like important, but
yeah,
all the details, these are like total heirloom stitching to me. They're like pieces of art, so intricate, and the kits, I mean, they're expensive to get everything. I got the fabric.
Because they're stitched with pearl cotton for one, so they're not just floss.
Number 5 pearl cotton, DMC. And then there's a few overdyed threads, and I would just pick, I think this is an overdyed, this is, and maybe one of the greens. I think I had a few from previous stockings that I could use in this. And the charm packs are like $25 or something. And the fabric I bought at Shepherd's Bush when we were there, I think I picked up the pattern and the fabric. I didn't have to order it because we were there that year on our road trip. And I think I got the charm pack then too. And had to buy the flosses later, and then I worked on it all year and finished it up last year. So last year was the first year she had this big, beautiful. I did make a couple modifications. The birds in the original are all crows, and I switched them to robins. I think she kind of asked if I would, and I thought it was such a great idea.
Yeah, I like the robins.
I do too. They're so much more Christmassy to me, and I'm not like a huge crow. Like some people are so into that. This needs a couple threads trimmed, but
they're more Halloween-y for me.
Yeah, they seem like a fall thing. Anyway, this is definitely an overdyed thread. I don't remember which one. This is probably apple. But anyway, so next week and the week after, I'll show one more each. So then you'll have seen all of them, and I'll probably show them again next year because I love them. They're probably one of my favorite things I've ever stitched.
They're an accomplishment.
They're pretty fun to stitch. I really hate finishing them, and if I had money, I would have sent it away for somebody else to finish. And then as long as I was showing stuff for Millie, this is an ornament I stitched for Millie a couple of years ago. Again, I have another thread that needs to be trimmed. This is somebody on Etsy. I don't even remember who.
Isn't it the Little Stitcher?
I'll have to look it up.
I feel like it's the Little Stitcher.
It might be. So each girl got one of these in 2018, I think. I stitched each one in 2018. Could have been 2017. I can't remember now. But that's sweet. And I just finished it into like a little pillow with a little hanger, and they just hung that on the tree last night, the night before, 2 nights ago. No, it was last night.
Last night.
Yes, it was last night. So that's a lot of previous finishes, but that's everything. We have just like a few weeks to cram in all of our Christmas finishes to show.
I know. I have a couple. Did I show any last week?
I don't think you did. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Must be dehydrated today.
Why wouldn't I? I didn't show my bar.
Well, maybe you did. Oh, you showed. Did you show a Barbara Bergeau?
I might have.
Sure.
Yeah, the tree one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did show that one. Yes.
Okay.
So that's previous finishes. What do you have for whips?
Well, what do I have for whips? I worked quite a bit on, not a ton of things, but a lot on a few things, because I really want to make progress on them. So the first thing I worked on earlier in the week was my Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. Pretty sure I did that this week. I think
you've done more. Yeah.
All of this.
Oh, wow.
No, I did all of this.
All those floral pieces?
I'm pretty sure I didn't have those done.
I don't think you did either, but I don't remember for sure. Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of a work of art, that's going to be a work of art when that's done.
So I did quite a bit on him.
Pretty.
Yes. Yes.
What fish sandwich?
No. Big Mac.
Okay.
Thanks.
Big Mac. Somebody's getting you a big.
Somebody's getting me lunch. Anyway, so that is I did work quite a bit. I hope the colors are coming up. They're so.
Yeah, they look pretty vivid on the camera.
Yeah, lots of turquoise. Anyway, so I worked many hours on him, couple nights. And then I wanted to have everything up so I wouldn't have to lean over, but that didn't work. So. Well, I had some misfortune.
Oh no, misfortune.
Misfortune.
2020, I can't believe it.
Oh, I know. It's like this piece is the piece that never ends. It's a misfortune on Mr. Button-Up.
Oh no.
Look, I did this whole row.
What's your misfortune?
Well, because I dyed this fabric several times over, the holes are really hard to see and a little uneveny. And I think I somehow, when I had gotten like down to here with the beige,
no.
but somehow in here I got off like half a stitch, I think.
Oh man.
And then nothing. Yeah, you could just tell that I was off. Even those little tiny stitches, I could tell that I was off. So I ripped out a whole bunch and I started it over again. Anyway, but
So that's the worst.
I was so mad. And I just think there's a section there that's just particularly scrunched together, and I thought, oh, I'll just motor through, and I kept going, and I'm like, this is looking so bad. There's no motoring through. Done. So that's what I worked on. And then I also, for my magazine monthly, and if you're interested in joining that group, it's open all the time. It's a Facebook group challenge hosted by Carolyn Zook and Robin from Bird's Eye Stitcher. And the theme this month is Winter Wonderland, and the acrostic was snow. I don't think
You shared about it.
Oh, yeah, I did. So the piece I'm working on as my focus piece for Winter Wonderland is this cute little, hold on, too many things in my hand. Winter's piece. Oops. And I got started on that, and I love it. And so I got all of the words done.
Oh,
and a few of the swirls. Huh?
I said, and some swirls. That's pretty.
There's only 4 colors in this. This fabric is a 32 count, believe it or not. I'm doing a 32 count. It's Weigert light blue, ice blue linen. I got off of Amazon. But it's this Weigert. Anyway, so I've worked on that a couple of nights. And I bought yesterday, as part of my haul, I decided I kind of wanted to put a few blending filaments in there.
Oh, pretty.
In this, I should have done it in the swirls, but I didn't. So I've never seen this brand. It's called Accentuate, and my local needle shop lady said that people seem to like it better than Krennic. It's a little stronger, huh?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so I just bought some to have. I bought this gold. I bought this sparkly silver. I also bought this white, and I don't think the sparkle is going to come through.
But it looks kind of like that opalescent. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's an opalescent. I think I'm going to use this on some of the snow.
Pretty.
And I bought this one just because it was cool. It's sometimes she said it looks lavender.
Yeah.
And sometimes it looks gold. I thought, oh, someday I might stitch something where that would be a cool thing to have. So I'm thinking that when I do maybe the 2 snowflakes, I'll put some of that opalescent in. And when I do this big gold star,
oh yeah,
I'll do some of the gold. And the gold star is stitched with a interesting color. It's a Weeks. It's Schneckly.
Oh yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah. So I think with the gold, it'll be really pretty. Anyway, so I worked quite a bit on that. And then the last thing I worked on, Sarah's also been working on, because we started a little mini stitch along with StitchedLit and pins and
Petals and pins.
Petals and pins. And it was a new Alicia Paulson Things of Winter.
And it's hard to put it down now that I'm stitching it.
Really hard. And so I gotta show you the picture first. And actually I made working copies of this to keep my kit really well. Because I'm putting a teaser out there for our viewers, because when I'm done stitching it, I am going to pass this. It's got all the threads in it. I'm not using the threads. I went and got all the DMCs because I'm so lazy and my eyes are so bad that I didn't have Sarah to separate my threads.
Why do you even get the kit? Why don't you just order the pattern and use
because it comes faster with the fabric. Because if you order fabric on 1, 2, 3 Stitch right now, I feel like it holds my orders up for like a month.
That's true.
I'm not even going to order fabric from them right now. But anyway, so this is the sweet little pattern. And I'm preserving it for whoever I pass it to. And this is how far I've gotten. I started with the little red bird in the corner.
Aww.
And did the snowflake. And these are orange slices. I couldn't figure out what they were at first.
Oh, you couldn't? Yeah. And the other ones are cinnamon sticks, you know.
Oh, sure. Am I supposed to be, I'm supposed to outline those, aren't I?
I think I just think they have a backstitch line in the middle, like to divide.
Okay.
The sticks.
And then that not showing up real great, but that pine bough running through it is a teal. And I told Sarah, well, in our little group chat, I said, I just totally free-formed that because she kind of does it.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of says that too.
It free-form and then just kind of try to chart it as well as she could.
Yeah. Then last night I did the little
I haven't
steamed
done that one yet.
cocoa and the fun little swirls.
I like the little swirls.
Yeah. So that's what I've been stitching on this week. What about you?
Well, let's see. I worked on, I'll show that first as well since I'm.
Oh, wait. I was just going to tell people that if you want to join the Magazine Monthly, just go to Facebook and it's just called Magazine Monthly Challenge and you can join in the fun.
And if you want to stitch along with this, Alicia Paulson, we're using, I'll put this in the show notes, but we're using the hashtags, 2 different ones. Hashtag Things of Winter, hashtag
XS.
Things of Winter XS, and Cozy Things of Winter.
Yeah.
Hashtag Cozy Things of Winter. So if you are stitching this and you know about us, or you know someone who is stitching this, use the tag. So, I think I can show the picture better than you because mine's not in the
Yeah.
So cute. See, yeah, there you can see the pine bough better. And the little cardinal. So that's the pattern picture. And this is how far I have gotten. So we started these on Friday, right? Thursday?
Yes. Friday.
Friday. So I did the little strand of lights along the top and the cardinal, snowflake, and the pine bough with all the little goodies.
So cute.
This fabric is so pretty. It is called,
oh yeah, what is it?
Weigart. It's a 32 count as well, just like you were just talking about. The colorway is dark cobblestone, and it is perfect for this pattern.
It is.
All
Things kind of pop on it.
Really look bright and really brilliant. And I did use all the threads from the kit because I'm cheap like that. And I sorted them Wednesday night. And you know, sorting is so much easier with my stitching light, because I can really see. Plus, it helps that I've sorted threads from this, like, I don't know, 8 times, and she uses a lot of the same colors. So some of them I really recognized right away, and it was easy enough to do.
I just ran to Joann's and bought them all.
I know. I probably had most of them from another kit from her.
I didn't look through them though. I didn't even look through my stash.
I also worked on this that we are also doing a stitch along with. Who's stitching along?
Stitching in the Bluegrass.
Stitching in the Bluegrass.
And Heather Miller in Canada.
Why would I not be able to remember that? I don't know. My brain is not great with stuff. So I worked on this some, and I was excited because I finished the table and I'm starting to work on the little lady on her skirt, on her feet, on the bottom of the skirt. And I really am modifying the colors, if I haven't talked about that recently. But I am keeping most of the same colors on the original, on this girl. This lady will have all different colors because she's a lot more purples, and I'm switching her to more blues instead of purples. But this one I'm keeping mostly the same, except I think her apron will be a different color. I can't remember now which one.
Yeah, she's greens, right?
I just wanted her to kind of fit into the colors of my house.
I'm moving a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I might need to.
I'm chasing my son here.
Do I seem all right?
Yeah.
We don't have sun. I'm wondering, I'm going to try to turn this so that I don't know if you'll be able to see out the window. Well, the ladder, you can see.
Oh, there we go.
See how frosty it looks out there? I don't know. Is that coming through?
Yeah.
Anyway, everything is just covered. Sorry for the little ride
Yeah.
I just took you on. We haven't seen the sun for a couple days. It's just like fog,
Foggy.
frost, white.
We were sunny this morning, and then as soon as I start to set up to record, it got really cloudy, and now it's just partly.
Yeah.
Huh?
It looks almost sunny behind you.
Yeah, it's starting to come back out again. I don't know. It's supposed to rain the rest of the week.
I don't mind it when it's like that, this, for a while, because I told Jesse it looks like a Currier in Ives. We live with a view across, we're on a hill and we look out over the valley. I mean, we're still part of the valley, but we're on a hill in the valley.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looks out over farmlands and fields, and then these like white covered trees and white houses pop up, and anyway, it just looks like a Christmas card. So I don't mind it for a while. I pulled this out, my cuore I batticuore, non è Natale senza albero di Natale. Whatever that one means, something about Christmas, because Natale, I think it's Christmas. I'm not going to stitch these words. I don't think. I might stitch something. Maybe I will, but they're just, it says it's not Christmas without Christmas tree. I feel like I could come up with something I like better.
Just do something like, oh, Christmas tree or something.
Yeah, I might.
Let me see it again.
Yeah, I think I could come up with a different quote that I would like better. Yeah. I'm wondering if in the original language that has more like of a sweet flow to it or something.
Maybe,
yeah. American or an English translation. This one is kind of in a place of tedium when I work on it, but I'm working on the little house. Sorry, I'm working on this little house. So it's not the most exciting stitching. Oh, actually the white is kind of showing up. So you can see the white, but that'll all be surrounded by red. And so I did all this week. It doesn't look like a lot, but it was one evening's worth of stitching. It is really, really cute. I really like this pattern. So I really need to work on it more consistently. I think I got bored of working on white because that's where I was, and I thought, well, I don't need to keep doing white. I'll switch to the red on the.
Well, yeah, move around. You can move around
on that pattern. This one is one of those ones that's kind of like your button up. It's sort of a fail, but I'll show it anyway. I am.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm still off on this border, and I can't figure out why. I kind of want to rip it up and throw it away. Somewhere I have counted and recounted and counted and recounted and looked at each little hole to make sure each stitch is just over 2.
How?
I'm still off somewhere along here on a half stitch, even though I've counted 50 stitches this way, 50 stitches this way, and none of them look like they're over only 1 or over 3. You know, like none of them.
Can the problem be in the up and down part?
But it's off horizontally. Like this, I can't figure out how to show this. When I go down here, I'm half a stitch off, which is making me so. Like the third time I've like stitched it and unstitched it.
Why do you think I'm not doing any of my borders?
The other problem is I'm also off somewhere a half a stitch in the snow. So I worked on it one evening and then I could not figure it out and I put it away. After like staring at it for an hour, I was like, no, more. I can't do it anymore.
Well, bring it over. I'll look at it.
No, I probably need to just look at it again, patiently. It's been a while since I've been that frustrated with any project. Like I used to throw my knitting across the room on a regular basis, but I'm a solid enough knitter now that that doesn't happen really ever.
Yeah.
Even cross stitch, like even when I like make a mistake on cross stitch, I can almost always pretty immediately identify where it was, and I'll be upset, but I know what I need to do, whether I need to fix it or not. But this one is the first one I've had in a long time where I'm just baffled. I don't know what I did. I'm sure I'm just off half a stitch somewhere, but I've looked at it.
Yeah, so sneaky.
I did some stitches on her, mostly some of the teal in her skirt. This one I love working on still. I know you don't love it, but
I love the idea of her. She's just tedious for me.
Oh man. What are you stitching her on? A linen?
Yes.
Oh, maybe that's why. This isn't even, I think I'm doing it on a, not Jobelin. What is this? Do you remember? I think it's just whatever even weave from Hobby Lobby. It's just like the.
Well, are you doing it over 2?
I'm doing it over 2.
Yeah, I don't think I might not have a linen. I might have, I don't remember what I've got her on.
I just think the even weave is making it really easy for me to work on for her. So I put in a bunch of this teal.
You know what is making it hard for me to work on her? I need to just go print the copy, so I'm not dealing with the dang magazine.
I do too, but it doesn't seem to bother me as much. Have you noticed how well I'm folding up my?
You're doing such a lovely job.
Actually, well, no, I did. Yeah, I am doing a lovely job.
Yes.
That's all my cross stitch whips, but I'll show my knitting whips because I have been, again, working on a ton of knitting whips. Here's this one is basically done by, I just need to do the ears and then ship it off. Moon hood.
Oh gosh, cute.
I know, it is cute.
It still makes me laugh.
I know. It is cute though, and they stitch up really nice. I'm really proud. I've taken like somebody else.
Where's the ears on that one?
I haven't done the ears yet.
Oh.
I've attached the button for this.
Oh, okay.
Little, yeah, that looks kind of short, but the little like.
I think what makes me laugh about it. Ow! I got a snaggy nail. Ow! 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 I think what makes me laugh about it is that I live in a climate that is not very cold, and I'm oftentimes warm a lot. So the idea of wearing something like that around me just seemed like it would be so suffocatingly hot.
Here, it's cold, and I would wear this.
Yeah.
I probably would choose to do one without ears. I've actually thought about making myself one that's just a hood, just with a beautiful chunky yarn.
Yeah.
In like a colorway of my choice, because it is, I have, the one I made from Millie a long, long time ago kind of stretched out or something. So I have worn that before, like in a pinch if I'm really cold, running out to do chores or whatever. And it is so warm because it's just like, you're right. In your climate, you would be so uncomfortable in it because it is a lot of, it is really warm. But here, it's comfy. Yeah. Like I would totally wear this. If we were going to go out, like on a regular year, we usually go to this lighted farm implement parade, and there's all these tractors that all have fancy Christmas lights, and sometimes
they're not doing it.
And they're not doing it this year. So we're not doing that, but on a regular year, that would be a perfect time to wear something like that. So I will do the ears on that probably tonight, stitch it up and send it off. And the same person ordered, I think I showed the hat, but it's a hat pattern I designed, and it's knit flat, although you can't tell because I'm in the middle of a row. And then you seam it up, like so that the seam is on the inside like that. And you don't even really see the seam because it's a special knitting seam. I think it's a Kitchener stitch I use. And this, I had it finished and all seamed. And I just kept looking at it thinking, the person who ordered it wanted a little extra length. And I thought I did, but it just wasn't quite enough extra length. So I took it back out and I re-knit it today during church some, because it's just back and forth, knit, 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 knit. Yeah. And I can knit now without, I mean, I could just sit here and knit and talk to you on the thing. I don't know my knitting. So I took it out, redid it, and then I'll thread the ribbon up. I probably will have that done tonight too. And the reason I really want to hurry and finish those is because I want to make a little animal hood for Rosie with this cute yarn that I should have brought over to show. Maybe I'll grab it while you.
One of those for Rosie?
Yeah, she wants a bear, and she doesn't know I'm doing it. Who's in there? Okay, she's not in there.
You're doing a hood? A hood?
For Rosie. She's the only one of my girls that doesn't have an animal hood that like the other two have all had one. I made one for them, and she's always like, I want one, Mommy, and I want a bear. So last week or the week before, she told me, I want a bear, and I want it to be pink and brown with white polka dots. And I was like, no, I'm not doing polka dots. That's like a lot of difficult knitting. Yep. But I said, but why don't we find a really cute yarn? And it could be a bear, even if it's not brown. It doesn't have to be brown. So she found a yarn when we went to pick up this raccoon yarn for this hood. And she was like, oh, that's what I wanted. So I snuck it into the cart. I don't think she knows I bought it. So I want to knit her one for Christmas. But when you're talking about whatever, or maybe I'll just pause it really quick and grab it because it's right over here. I just think this is going to make a really cute little teddy bear hood. Like she's just going to look like a little pink teddy bear. And I'm really So I want to finish these projects so I can knit that, and I can probably knit it in 2 days. But I want to get it.
Won't be an adult size.
Yeah. So and then I'm going to knit one more raccoon to send off to one of our viewers. So
that's right.
who so graciously sent off
I know.
for me that I made a mistake on it.
Because we're so organized.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah. That's all I got. I didn't knit
Yeah.
this week, really.
no, you've been cross stitching away.
Yeah. I
And
was
decorating.
There was a couple nights. I don't know. Because I stitched every night.
I feel like I'm losing my
I
mind.
didn't stitch, like, it took me a little longer to get going a couple nights. I was just tired. And I stayed up late the last couple nights, though, because I just kind of got second wind again and just kind of, like, I made myself quit last night when I finished the swirls on that hot cocoa, because it was like, I was going to try to go to bed at midnight, and it was 1:15. And I'm like, I could have started another item. I could have started another motif.
Yeah.
I'm like, go to bed.
I know. I get like that too. Last night I was even really tired,
Mm-hmm.
and it was still 1 o'clock before I went to bed. I was doing Christmassy stuff. So
Yeah.
no, just hard to make myself go to bed, especially in
know.
December. I always have a lot of late nights in December.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But if I work on a bunch of stuff, then I still want to stitch a little bit to unwind and do
Yeah.
something I enjoy personally before bed. So then that puts me on later.
Oh, yeah. Several years ago, I remember just having really, really late December nights because I was working on things for people. And I'm not knitting, not doing any gifts this year. I'm not knitting any gifts. I'm not stitching any gifts.
You're probably wise.
This wasn't the year.
I'll come to December and think, oh, I wasn't going to stitch anything or knit anything. And then I like do all these projects quickly.
Yeah.
Dress myself. It's stupid.
Do you have any haul?
I just have Stitchy Kindness, and then I had that yarn I just showed.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just had like yarn for those, another rack.
What did you get for Stitchy Kindness?
Heather Miller sent me a few things too, so I can show that. She sent some of these.
Oh.
I'm so disorganized, obviously, people. Some of these.
Feel bad for you.
I know. They're like tired of seeing my Ziploc bags. So thank you, Heather. These are sweet. So she sent me a few of those. And then a really sweet card. And there was a little charm for mine too, but oh, here it is. I thought it fell out, but here it is. She sent me a little charm. So I feel like maybe I'll stitch that onto a project or something to mark the year. Because wouldn't that be a great idea? Instead of doing your initials, you could just do a little, like, I don't know, for this certain kind of project.
I should get one of those and put it on my the Barbara Anna pandemic piece I did that I just stitched on the Funky Chicken.
Yeah.
That was Barbara Anna's contribution to the Be Well free patterns, and I stitched on that like, oh my gosh. I was thinking back to when we first went into our first lockdown in March, and I think from March till April, I just basically worked, and my work was really slow.
Yeah.
Made dinner, and then sat in my chair in my wingback in our den because we had people living with us that were using the other TV, and I didn't move the whole night. And I would just do that night after night, and I would stitch all weekend. I had nowhere to go on the weekends. I wasn't going grocery shopping because my kids were doing my shopping for me. I literally would get up on Saturday morning and sit in that chair and stitch. Yeah. I should get one of those little charms and put that on that one.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. She also, there were a couple little candy canes and things, and then I've never used thread conditioner, but she sent me some Mrs. Sadis.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Sadis.
Moss thread conditioner. So I have to even research what you do because I don't even know. It smells good.
You run your threads through it.
You just kind of put it along and run it like that?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
And then that sounds great.
Some people swear by that it doesn't let your threads tangle
up, which would be nice because I feel like there's a certain project that I have. And then she also tucked in this little, I'm wondering if this is so she's in Canada. I'm wondering if this is, it's a Canadian magazine and I've never seen it. It has all kinds of little recipes and
fun.
Chicken jalapeno sweet poppers. And then I think some cookie recipes, salted apple caramel dip with puffed cheddar sticks.
Yes.
Yum. So thank you, Heather. That was so sweet of you. I was really surprised. Didn't know that was coming in the mail from you. So That was sweet. Thank you. The girls were really excited.
Yeah.
They have several projects, and some of them don't have project bags, like me.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I did mosey over to my needlework store yesterday because if you don't know, Brenda Gervais from With Thy Needle and Thread is doing a free stitch along Christmas one. Huh?
Is that how you say her name? I guess I've never known how to say her name.
Brenda Gervais? Or Gervais, I guess.
Is it Gervais? Okay. That's what I would have thought just because it looks.
Yeah. So she's doing, it's free on her Facebook group, but I think you don't have to be a member. You can still access it. She's calling it Merry and Minty, and these are the colors that she's using for it.
I'm looking it up right now because I've been meaning to, and I haven't had time, and now
She says the design is titled Merry and Minty, a few hints, Rudolph, Santa, popcorn, cranberries, minty candy, and lots of merriment. Materials needed, so you needed a couple of fancy flosses, and the rest were DMCs. And then she's got something that she's going to do on Sunday the 13th. She's calling it Sunday Candy Making Day, and I think it's a separate little pattern, and you finish it like you needed like cellophane that you would put around a fruit basket. You need some of that to finish it, so I don't know what that's going to be. You need batting, some chipboard, but it's a mystery. So she's releasing a pattern on the 7th, on Mondays, the 7th, the 9th, the 11th, and the 11th. So I guess she's doing the 7th and then the 9th, so only 2 days apart, and then the 11th and 12th. So you don't have to wait a week. It's like 2 weeks.
I should do that. I don't know if I have any fabric for that. 2 pieces of 36 count linen French vanilla. I definitely don't have.
Well,
that measures.
but she says if you want to back it with calico, you only need 1 piece. So anyway, I went to my needlework store. I knew darn well she was not going to have licorice red classic colorworks because that is such a popular color. I don't think anybody can keep it in, especially at Christmas time. And so I ended up picking a different color. She gave a DMC conversion and I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but maybe when I saw the rest of the DMCs I would. But I picked a different one. I picked Cupid, which I thought was a very Christmassy red.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Looks like licorice to me. And then it also called for, it called for Weeks Oscar green.
But did you see, is that the one she actually meant to do? Because I heard that she did a wrong.
She fixed it.
So Oscar was the corrected one?
I think so.
Okay, just checking.
I hope so. Anyway, and I bought an avocado.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
And then the other colors I got at Hobby Lobby because I forgot to get them at my needlework store because we were talking about other things. But these are the other colors.
Oh, pretty.
So, and I bought just, she calls for like, what did she call for fabric? R&R.
R&R.
My store doesn't carry R&R. And so I just picked up just a 36 count platinum linen.
Oh, nice.
Can't really tell, but it's kind of just a mocha color. And then I also, while I was in there, picked up a piece, because last week I showed that fun little, I think it was one of her patterns. It was the little snowman and it was on green fabric. So I picked up a piece of green. I forget his name. He was like the little snowman in a cup of cocoa or something.
Yep, I remember.
Done on a bright green. So I picked up a piece of bright green. But then I went over to Hobby Lobby, like I said, to get my DMCs, and I did pick up, they carry just, this Artiste 32 count.
That's what
white.
That's what my gathering eggs.
Yeah. And I did a natural. I thought,
well,
I don't have a lot of 30,
but yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of 32 count in my stash. So I thought I'd get a little bit of 32 count. And then I bought just some calicos, some back borders, just to have for finishing. But then, this is not really stitching related, but it's a memory related thing. I did buy, I've been wanting one of these forever after watching Priscilla and Chelsea. I've wanted a tiered tray.
Oh yeah.
So, can you see it?
Yeah. That's
I
cute.
got just a 2-tiered one because not every year, I didn't do it last year, but many years I've done on Christmas when the girls come, we do a cocoa bar, and I have a very small kitchen. So if I set it up in a corner and then we need that corner to do breakfast, you have to move it all. And this will be nice because we can just pick it up and move it. But my mom had painted these little mugs years and years and years ago. I mean, I was a little girl, and I have a set of them, and they're going to sit in here. I'll probably raise them up a little bit. But we're going to have our cocoa bar in the tiered tray this year.
Sweet.
And I'm very excited about that.
That's really
And I'll use it for something else during the year. But then I did buy 2 patterns because I can't go to the cross stitch store and not buy a pattern. And I was looking at Blackbird Designs, and I was looking for something to do as a giveaway today. And I was telling Sarah on my way home, I had several in my hand that I really liked, but I put them back because I was looking at the supplies, and so many of them needed fancy flosses and did not have DMC conversions. And it just kind of bothered me because I know a lot of people are having a hard time getting fancy flosses, or just because of COVID, but also even during normal times. You might live far away and you got to order them or your needlework stores, maybe Joann's or something that doesn't carry those. So I put those back, and I found something else I'll show you in a minute. But while I was looking at Blackbird Designs, and I have not done a lot of Blackbird Designs, but she's got a series out, Family Histories. They're kind of all in the back here. They're just little houses, and she's designed them in memory of women in her life. Or one is her home, one I think is a great grandmother. There's a wedding one. Anyway, I bought Mildred's Garden House.
Oh,
and the color's not coming out really great.
that's a lot of like floral.
It's a lot.
Sort of,
I don't know when I'll do it. Probably when I retire. She does give DMC substitutions, and where did I see this? It's Mildred Larson was her grandmother, and her grandmother, the date on the sampler records the year she left Anamosa, Iowa, and moved to Independence, Missouri with her family. She was just 17 years old in 1921. You can use the alphabet and replace Mildred Larson with a name you hold dear, and then she tells you how to do that. And I thought I would stitch it and put my mom's name in there. I just really liked it. I don't know why. I'm not a big house stitching person, but this one I really
like. But that's pretty. I like the flowers around it and stuff.
Yeah. And my mom loved, she has, well, it's still there, but a wisteria tree that's very drapey, it just reminded me of her backyard. And she one time had honeysuckle growing up over the house. It smelled so good. So that's my stash for myself, but this is what, I haven't even showed Sarah this, I bought for our giveaway this week. I'm still sticking with wintry things. I didn't want the price tag to show, but oh well. Okay. So I picked this Blackbird design called Frosty's Night Out, and I thought he was just too cute. And he could be stitched in January too, that he wasn't necessarily Christmassy.
Yeah.
I mean, kids make snowmen in January. And I loved his little chunky boots and his little green vest.
Yes, and his scarf. It's cute.
Yeah, he's really cute. And it is just, she uses weeks, but she gives a full DMC conversion. So
nice.
This was the winner that I picked. So I don't know, what is our word for, what should our word be?
Frosty.
Frosty.
Is it called Frosty's Night Out? Why don't we, if we want to do a prompt, just use the word Frosty, but tell us maybe what, if you grew up watching TV Christmas specials like Rudolph or Frosty.
Oh yeah.
What your favorite Christmas special
childhood Christmas movie was.
Yeah, and just put the word Frosty. Frosty doesn't have to do with that, but put the word Frosty, and that's what we'll search for next week.
Yeah.
And then I might as well do as our giveaway announcement today. This last week we were giving away this, or we showed this to give away this week, I guess. And our winner for that is Christy Martin. So Christy, I already have your address, so I will tuck that in the mail. I'm a little behind on giveaway sending out. I think you are a little behind too. So
I'm only behind one because I was waiting for the address.
I know I'm behind at least 2. So, and the person who won the little Christmas book emailed me and I haven't even responded. It's just been that busy. But I will send out all 3 of those hopefully this week. So congratulations, Christy. Thanks for watching, and I will tuck that in the mail to you. And that one, I have the address too. So that, yes, that's, I think that one was going to
Cheryl?
I think that's Cheryl, and I have her address. She sent it to me, but she sent it, I think, on Instagram, and so I didn't know I forgot that.
Oh, I'll get this out to you this week.
It again, and then she sent it again. So
okay, this will go out probably tomorrow. I'll send it to with my husband to work because he's a mailman. So this will go out tomorrow, and you should have it within a couple days. And Santa, the little wee Santa, I sent out last Monday, so hopefully that's been received also.
Okay, so we'll try to cut up on those. And yeah, what else? Plans? I don't know. Survive the Christmas season as a mom of small children. Yeah. That's my plan this week.
Well, yeah. I'm just working, and I'm gonna work on my things of winter a lot because I built that into my magazine challenge because it's in my acrostic. I think in 4 spots. I'll work on the winter's piece. I'm kind of in the wintry mood right now, and probably work on my Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. I'm not normally a holiday stitcher, but I guess it's season. It's Christmassy winter.
Yeah.
So I'd probably work on those. I don't know. I've got so many. I still haven't figured out my whip go.
Me either. That's kind of on my ongoing list to sit down and like generate.
I printed the grid out. It's sitting there. I just haven't filled it out. I was going to do it today, and then we had kids show up. One to help, well, my son to help decorate outside, and then his fiance came too, and so she's been doing laundry and watching the Seahawk game in the other room. But anyway, we kind of had an impromptu breakfast here before they all hit the outdoors. So it just kind of threw my whole morning off, which is fine, but Whip Go didn't happen. And then the magazine challenge people are doing something in January. It's a 1-month long bingo called Bringo, BRR, like burr, bingo. It's 25 spots on that grid.
Well, so you have to work on 25 somethings.
And they've got prompts like your oldest, you fill it out yourself. They've got the 25 prompts. You put them where you want. What?
I could never do this challenge right now. It sounds so fun. Like, I love that kind of stuff. So it's appealing to me, but I also think there is no way I would even have the mental energy right now.
Well, I'm telling them I'm going to do it. We'll see if I really do it. Like one of them is pull out your least favorite whip on your oldest whip, or start a new thing. That won't be hard. A couple of things have hour-long challenges. Like you have to work on something, whatever the prompt is, for 5 hours for the month. Or for the day. Or, I'm not sure how often they're pulling the numbers though. 1 a day, maybe? 25 days? I don't know. They're doing a live today that they're going to post that it'll answer all the questions. So.
Well, it sounds really fun, but also just, we finally did a little bit of kid Christmas shopping last night online. I mean, that's how I just feel like we're just sort of slogging through. That felt good to get that done. We got our tree yesterday, which also was a big thing. I'll put a picture of it at the end of the video if you're watching. I actually have a little video of Rosie putting the star on the tree, and it's so cute. So I'll put that on the end because I think that's worth sharing. So we got our tree up, and the house, I do a lot of decorating like you do. I feel like I stepped it up a little more this year. Maybe not. I'm really happy with how everything turned out. So that's checked off. I've got Christmas shopping to kind of finish, and then all the wrapping, which Jesse kind of helps me with that, but he probably won't this year because I don't know if we've talked about this. So he's working full time and going to grad school, which his grad school right now is all online because of COVID. So, but it's finals week. Next week he has finals for his first semester of grad school. So, you look frozen. So anyways, he has finals next week, and he's probably not. Well, once finals are done, he'll probably be a little more mentally present. Yeah. His evenings, like whenever he's not really actively with us, he's pretty much just doing homework or napping like right now. So anyways, I have all that wrapping to do.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how much help I'm going to get. I said before, my husband's a mailman and he's working his tail off. They're so slammed. He comes home and basically we eat dinner and he just kind of collapses in a chair and goes to bed at 9 o'clock or 9:30. He's tired.
Yeah.
Yesterday he went to work a half hour early. He got there. I don't know what time he went out, but he did a pre-parcel run where he just went and did his route and did packages before he ever even touched the actual letter mail. Then he came back to the office, got the letter mail ready to go. When he got back in the office to do that, his parcel bin was already full of parcels again. So it's crazy.
It's people like me doing all their shopping online.
Yeah, well, what was everybody going to do?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, we can go shopping in stores, but
it's not very fun.
No, yeah.
It's stressful.
Yeah. So,
you know, in some, and maybe in our area, but there are other areas where it's shut down again.
Yeah.
That's all people have the option for. So,
yeah,
I don't know how much help he's going to be either. He's been pretty tired.
So that's
he's ready to retire.
My plans a little, but I do want to finish I need to send out those Etsy orders that I have and work on another hood or two. So I have some knitting like goals, and then I'm really enjoying working on the things of winter. So I'll probably work on that. But I think I do think of each hashtag kind of every day. That is so good for me because it works. It gives me a reason to work on a variety of things, and I don't get like stuck on one.
Yeah.
There's anything wrong with being stuck on one, but it makes me keep working through a rotation. Like I had pulled out the gathering eggs for several weeks, and today I just thought, well, Summery Sunday, I'll pull that out and keep plugging away on that, and eventually it'll be done. Maybe even by spring or summer. Probably not.
I might pull that out this week. I've got my basket next to me with kind of my more popular ones that I've been working on.
Oh, I didn't talk about all my organization. So this week I did a ton of organizing, just so for all of you who know. I cleaned out my whole craft basket, put all my cross stitch patterns in like all the whips in a better basket, like that actually closes, and put all my yarn away. I have like a shelf system, so I put all the yarn away, even the stuff that I thought I might use soon, and just thought, well, if I need to use it soon, I'll just go get it from downstairs.
Yeah.
But I needed to create a space. I needed to clean out the corner so we could put the Christmas tree there, and it looks so. It's like a weight off my mind to have stuff a little more organized. So my floss is still a disaster, but it's not such a disaster that I can't find floss when I need it. So what were you gonna say?
Oh, well, I do have my goal to find my stinking Christmas mugs.
Oh,
I packed all my Christmas mugs away every year because I got so many of them. I put them away. I thought for sure I put them in that closet where you guys stay. Because I did them after Christmas and everything was already put away, and I didn't want to make somebody go up in the attic. So I thought for sure I put them in that closet, and I cannot find them. I cannot find those mugs anywhere. They're either in a box or a crate. I don't know. The boys, Ashley went upstairs and looked this morning in the attic again. I've checked under my bed. I've checked under the other beds. I don't have that big of a house where we don't have a garage, so there's nothing in the garage.
Somewhere.
They've got to be
in the attic.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm so frustrated because I've got some really, really cute Christmas mugs and I want them down. So pray for me. Send happy thoughts that I find my Christmas mugs.
Jesse's trying to put the overhead light on. I was going to see if it makes a difference for next week. Doesn't seem to want to turn on though, so probably not.
Oh, well, I'm slowly losing my light here.
I know. Well, we can wrap up, but we did the giveaway.
So anyway,
we're good.
So thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, all the usual things, and be 18 or older to enter the giveaway of Frosty.
And we're okay with non-US, right? I was thinking like any big ones, we just need to remember to think about that, but I don't think we have anything big this week, so that's fine. And if you want to join along with any of our stitch alongs, those are always listed in the description box below, and with whatever hashtags we're using, because we have several that we're just kind of rolling on going. We'd love to see what you're doing.
We had a new stitcher that we were going to talk about though.
Oh yeah, there's a new Flosstube did you watch her too?
I watched part of her while I was working one day, but I haven't finished watching it.
I can't remember her first name. Do you? Her Flosstube name is the 614 Stitcher.
Yes.
And, I really enjoyed her Flosstube, her first one this week. 61 stitcher, and
she used to Flosstube, I think, before, and she's ended that channel. That's what I think. If it's what I'm thinking
because
of.
she doesn't sound like she's been stitching all that long. But
No.
maybe she had a Flosstube within.
She had some kind of a channel before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I feel like it anyway. Yeah, when I went to her channel, I saw other videos, and like she had.
Oh.
Was this her first one? No, this wasn't her first one. She was just coming back, right?
Well, you and I might be thinking about different people because
we might be thinking about different people.
This is her first video. She has only one listed.
I'll be done in a minute.
Let me go back to her. Oops, where'd she go?
Oh, maybe I'm thinking about somebody different.
This one for Stitcher.
Huh? Coming where?
Kelly? Awesome.
No, we're gonna finish up. I can drive over separate.
Oh, well, we can finish.
I'm just gonna be there for a few minutes.
Okay. Oh.
This is her. This who you're thinking of?
Yeah.
This one for, well, the only video I see is that one on all her videos.
Oh, I'm thinking of somebody different then.
I don't think this gal, and I'm sorry I am spacing on her name. I feel really bad. I should have researched that first. But anyways, I found her because Carolyn Zook shared about her on her page. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to go follow that link over. And I enjoyed watching her. She has some beautiful stitching that she's doing. And I'm wondering if her name is listed on this link here. 1 second.
Who did I start following then?
This is, her name is Canday. Canday? I'm hoping.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it's her first video that I know of.
Okay, you're right. I'm thinking about somebody different, and we'll have to talk about them next because I can't remember who it was now.
Okay, we'll talk about that. But anyways, go check out Canday at the 614 Stitcher and watch her beautiful new video.
Yeah.
I don't know, I actually haven't finished it all the way. I realize now that I'm looking at it. I thought I had watched the whole thing, but it was
Is she the one that talks about how she had been traveling? No.
Well, I only watched half of it so far, I guess.
Well, in the very beginning of whoever I watched both of them, I thought. No, it must be somebody different because she had a 3 month, like a couple month break because she'd been traveling for work. And so that must have been somebody else. Okay.
No, this is somebody else. And this, Canday talks about how she didn't really grow up in a environment where there was a lot of crafting happening. And it wasn't until she was basically empty nest that she started doing different crafting and has so she's done a lot of different kinds of crafting, but she's sort of more recently started cross stitching. But her cross stitching is beautiful.
It is, and boy, who in the world was I also watching then? I feel bad.
You can look back at your history later, and we'll talk about them next week then.
Yeah, but I did watch part of 614.
Yeah, I need to finish it because I was just probably getting really late. I was working really hard this week. I've hit a milestone as well. I haven't had as much time to watch Flosstubes because I needed to finish watching a bunch of continuing ed for my speech.
Oh, I get it done?
Yeah. I finished all 30 hours are done, and so now I can enjoy evenings watching Flosstube again.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It felt really good.
Are you good for like 5 years again now or something?
It's 3.
Oh.
3 years. Not as long. But 3 years is still, I get 2 years kind of to 2 years down and then.
It's worth keeping it up though.
Yeah, it is. So anyways,
you never know.
Now I can go back to actually finishing Flosstubes all the way.
Doing something fun.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for watching.
Yep.
We are really grateful for you all.
Yep. Have a great week and stay well. Stay safe.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.